Television shows and movies are one of the type of conventional media that is widely consumed. Although nowadays people mostly rely on digital media, there are many countries that still favor and rely upon conventional media for news and entertainment. This includes Southeast Asian countries such as Malaysia, Indonesia, and Thailand. Despite its beneficial purpose in satisfying the needs of viewers, some TV shows and movies have certain drawbacks, such as uncensored violence and graphic media. This type of media is a source of concern among young people because it has the potential to cause harm, particularly those aged 13 to 19 years old.
So, what are the effects of uncensored, violent, and graphic media towards the youth? Firstly, aggression and desensitization to violence. Uncensored, violent, and graphic media can include brutal and inhumane scenes, and also the normalization of illegal acts such as criminal and substance use. Excessive consumption of these media can cause teenagers to develop aggressive thoughts and hostile behaviors, such as retaliating and rebelling against their parents, and also succumbing to destructive repercussions of consuming harmful substances. Then, these consequences can lead to desensitization to violence. For instance, teenagers will become emotionally numb to sensitive matters and less empathetic towards others because they view violence as normal. Secondly, trauma triggers. Consuming violent and graphic media can take a toll on one's mental health, especially those with PTSD that have gone through traumatic events, such as those who are victims or witnesses to any kind of violence or abuse. These triggers can cause them to become antisocial, aggressive, manipulative, indifferent, and overall a destructive person.
The last negative effects of uncensored violence and graphic media that we will talk about is the deterioration of spirituality. In an Islamic context, uncensored violence and graphic media may be a threat to youth spirituality, as it may influence them in the aspect of worldview such as having secular thoughts on religion and also behaviors such as committing sinful and unruly acts. Having a secular worldview toward religion and engaging in lustful behaviors such as supporting LGBTQ and committing adultery will undoubtedly cause these teenagers to stray away from religion. As a result, their relationship with God will diminish over time.
As we're already aware of the negative effects of the uncensored and violent media on youngsters, now let us see what are the preventive measures to reduce the exposure of uncensored violent and graphic media among youth? Number 1. Parental media monitoring. A good parenting plays an important role in molding children's personalities and beliefs. This includes having surveillance and being a parental gatekeeper on children's media exposure. As most youngsters are gullible, having close inspection on child's behavior and environment is crucial for their cognitive and emotional well-being. Besides that, the government plays a significant role in preventing the publicization of uncensored violent and graphic media, such as applying censorship policy. Censorship, such as putting an age limit on TV shows, is important to block any inappropriate scene from the film and reducing the uncensored graphic exposure towards youngsters. This is to protect children from the hordes of violence in media, such as WWE, which displays scenes of violence like fighting competition among men. From this, youngsters may adopt unwanted behavior like aggression and conducting an immoral act.
In conclusion, excessive exposure on uncensored violence and graphic media causes negative effects towards Southeast Asian youth, such as on their growth development, mental health, and spirituality. As South Asian Muslims, the role of parents and the government are vital in preventing the excessive exposure of entertainment and indecent graphic media among Muslim youth. By acting upon the solutions of parents' guidance and government censorship policy, it will assist the youth, both Muslim and non-Muslim in Southeast Asia, on preventing the detrimental of uncensored violent and graphic conventional media.